Welcome to Pheonix Easy Damage Tips and Tricks video. We're going to be using a lot of the terminology commonly found on the internet, so you can look it up. And we'll jump right into part 1, Back 1-2, one of Paul's most commonly used 12-frame punishers. Guaranteed after blocking enemy moves such as the one you see on the screen right now. So let's jump into the first situation. After back 1-2, if the opponent stays still, down back 2 is guaranteed. However, as you can see in this situation, if the opponent gets up immediately, they can block the move, and if they roll backwards, they can even punish you for it. Same thing goes for forward, forward, forward. Punished. So if you think your opponent is gonna get up, run up and do a quarter circle forward 1, and you get a full combo after it. However, if you keep abusing quarter circle forward 1, the opponent will likely get used to it and trip you with the low wake up kick. So what do you do in this situation? Well, you just run up and do a Deathfist, which will likely counter hit, and look at that damage, 72 damage, oh my god. So using Deathfist every now and then is quite necessary. So the key to using Deathfist after back 1-2 is that you should do it after a short dash, not a long dash. So if you use Deathfist after a deeper dash, as you can see, the opponent gets hit by Deathfist while they are standing, so the damage increases. However, if you dash too deep, the Deathfist can miss like this. Personally, after back 1-2, my favorite option is 4-4-2-1, which seems to me like the easiest option. Now, if you are absolutely certain that your opponent will get up after back 1-2, you can even use the Rage Art. Now let's look at a situation where the opponent rolls left and doesn't get up. As you can see, they get hit by forward, forward, 4 and down back 2. However, if the opponent rolls to their right, down back 2 and 4-4-4 completely whiffs. And if your opponent is familiar with Paul, they will roll to their right almost every single time. So here's a common solution, dash down 1, which is guaranteed if the opponent makes any kind of movement whatsoever, but the damage is marginal. So if you want to extract some more damage, here are 3 solutions that you can use. And they work because opponents usually get up immediately after they roll to their right. Part 2, quarter circle back 1. Now these are the common follow-ups after quarter circle back 1 hits. However, believe it or not, they are not guaranteed. Now let's look at the first situation, which is quarter circle back 1 and another quarter circle back 1. This move is actually only guaranteed if the opponent moves. As you can see, if the opponent stays completely still, it is not guaranteed. To mitigate this, Paul users usually follow up with down back 2. However, this too is not guaranteed if the opponent rolls to their right. So the only real guaranteed move is quarter circle forward 3, which has weak damage. So if you want to extract some more damage, you can try things like dash Deathfist, which the timing is pretty tricky. Instead, I recommend quarter circle forward 3+4, which is guaranteed if the opponent makes any kind of movement whatsoever, and has pretty good damage. Part 3, quarter circle forward 3. Now these are the basic combos after quarter circle forward 3 counter hits. Unfortunately, Demolition Man is often not guaranteed if the opponent is off axis, and is also not guaranteed against some characters. So here's a tip to extract some more damage. Quarter circle forward 3, down 4, then if the opponent gets up, Deathfist is guaranteed. However, the timing is quite tricky, so I only recommend you use it against walls. This is the easier version of the previous situation, and the damage is very similar. You can also run up and just do a quarter circle back 1 plus 2 if you think the opponent's gonna wake up, and normally you just get them on their backside, but even if you do it a little bit slow, you'll still catch them on their front side. This situation applies to quarter circle back 3 as well. Part 4, getting extra combo damage with forward forward 4. Now this is Paul's most ideal combo after while standing 2. As you can see, after quarter circle forward 1, the opponent's axis is tilted, and Deathfist creates a situation where the opponent cannot get up for a second. And the forward forward 4 ender does require some practice, but it's definitely worth practicing. The only downside to this combo is that sometimes the opponent's axis doesn't get tilted, but the success rate is still more than 50%. So the following 3 situations are all similar where you can get a guaranteed forward forward 4 at the end. Part 5 is while standing 3 traps. So opponents who are used to while standing 3-2 will obviously duck the second hit and punish you like so. Against opponents like this, if you just use while standing 3 and use down forward 2, they will often get counter hit. But there are opponents who like to attack with fast moves after while standing 3. And in that situation, your down forward 2 will often lose. The solution is to just delay the second hit of while standing 3-2. Part 6, back 1-2 tricks. Basically the same situation as while standing 3-2 also applies to back 1-2. Down forward 2 will often counter hit opponents who are good at ducking the second hit of back 1-2. And that's it for now. Thank you for watching. I understand the video seems a little bit rushed, but that's the beauty of YouTube. You can always rewind and rewatch the video if you like.